who is 12-time African wrestling champion. Join us for these and many other stories when we return from this very short break. You're welcome back. Let's start from the home front. The World Health Organization, WHO, has issued a warning to countries all across the world to be prepared for a disease even much deadlier than the coronavirus COVID-19. WHO's head, Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, gave this stern warning on Tuesday while addressing the World Health Assembly Forum in Geneva, Switzerland. Ghebreyesus, during his speech, clearly stated that the threat of another public health crisis could not be kicked down the road. President Muhammadu Buhari has pointed out that the country has vast borders and only God could secure the nation from the activities of criminals. He said that his decision to close Nigerian borders at some point was in the interest of the economy and that the citizens would appreciate it later. The president spoke on Tuesday at the commissioning of the new corporate headquarters of the Nigerian Customs Service NCS in Abuja. Real Times report that Buhari restated his earlier position that it would be far away from Abuja at the end of his administration and noted that he was speaking his mind. He also said he deliberately closed borders and Nigerians later appreciated it. Presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, has said he was not worried that the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu would be sworn in on May 29 before the conclusion of petitions seeking to nullify his election victory. The Guardian's report that Atiku is currently challenging the declaration of Tinubu of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC as a winner of the presidential election that was held on February 25. On Tuesday, the presidential election petition court sitting in Abuja consolidated Atiku's petition with the ones filed by Labour Party candidate Peter Obi and the Allied People's Movement APM. Speaking through his lead counsel, Chris Uche SAN, Atiku maintained that the court has the power to remove Tinubu from office even after the swearing-in ceremony. The Presidential Election Petition Court, PREPEC, has ordered the consolidation of the petitions of the Labour Party, LP, the Allied People's Movement, APM, and the People's Democratic Party, PDP, challenging the outcome of the last presidential election. The presiding judge of the five-member panel hearing the various petitions against the declaration of the All Progressives Congress, APC's candidate, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, as winner of the February 25 presidential election. Justice Aruna Samani said that the consolidation, which is aimed at speeding hearing of the petitions, is predicted on the ground that the issues raised by the parties are similar. They still report that both the LP and PDP are faulting INEC's return of Tinubu on the ground that Tinubu did not score 25% of lawful vote cast in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT. We'll take a very short break and we'll be back to continue with the local stories. Please stay with us.
Madam, she wan bi ni. O ma ti ju wákàtí kan lọ. Ẹran tí ẹ rà má lè bàjẹ́.
Aunty, mo ṣì wà níbí yìí o. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti yọ owó nínú àkáǹtì mi. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹlẹ́ran ò tí ì rí ìfiránṣẹ́ ìyọwó náà. Báwo gan-an lẹ̀yin ṣe fi owó ti yín ránṣẹ́?
Ní kíákíá ni ìfowóránṣẹ́ tèmi máa ń lọ. Látìgbà tí mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí lo Pay Attitude app àti *569#.
Èwo tún nìyẹn o?
Pay Attitude ò lẹ́gbẹ́ tí a bá sọ̀rọ̀ app tàbí USSD code tí ó máa ń fini lọ́kàn balẹ̀ tí a bá fẹ́ fi owó ránṣẹ́ tàbí tí o bá fẹ́ gbowó kíákíá láti inú àkáǹtì rẹ tàbí ní ilé ìfowópamọ́ oríṣiríṣi. O sì tún lè fi sanwó lórí POS àti ayélujára. O lè fi gba owó nídìí ATM tàbí lọ́wọ́ agent ní ilé ìtajà. Ó rọrùn láti lò. Ẹ tẹ *569# tàbí kí ẹ download Pay Attitude app sórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ yín. Ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ gidi gan-an ni.
Pay Attitude. Sanwó pẹ̀lú phone number.
My friend, you don't buy new mattress?
Yes, so they even dash me bag of rice join.
For real?
It is real. Buy any Mocha Flora or Mocha Wellbeing Regina mattress with 2 pillows and get a bag of rice free. Visit any accredited Mocha dealer nationwide to purchase. Offer valid while stocks last. Terms and conditions apply. Mocha.
Ìpele kan tó kọ̀ láti ibi tá a wà. àmúṣe ọjọ́ ọ̀la tó dára ju tòní lọ àti àǹfààní tá a ní láti ṣe wọ́n láṣeyọrí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ojú inú wa ṣe gbòòrò tó. Tẹra mọ́ fífi ojú inú wò ó ní báyìí tó ní àǹfààní láti ṣe.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
The World Today is reaching you from Royal FM 95.1 Ilorin. Continue with the local stories. The United Kingdom government on Tuesday announced a package of measures aimed at international students, including a ban on some family members as ministers come under growing pressure to cut immigration. After a drop during the pandemic, net migration has been steadily on the rise and is reportedly expected to hit a record high this year. Official figures published last November estimated net migration to June 2022 as over 500,000. Under the new proposal, only students on postgraduate courses designated as research programs will be able to bring dependents to the United Kingdom while they study. Overseas students will be prevented from switching out of the student route into work route before their studies have been completed. Some 136,000 visas were issued to the dependents of international students last year, up eightfold from the 16,000 in 2019. Home Secretary Braverman said in a written statement to Parliament the change takes effect January 2024 to allow students starting courses in the United Kingdom time to plan to adapt to the new rules. The Commissioner of Police in Kwara State, Mr. Paul Odama, has led men of the Command Tactical Team Unit into the forest within and around Barutin local government area of the state to flush out criminal elements using the forest as their hideout. Real Times report that the policemen are combing the forest in Ilesha, Baruba, Gwanara, Okuta, Kusubosu and Yashikira community for a possible arrest of the criminal element who have been terrorizing the people of the area in recent times. The spokesman of the police command in the state, Okasomi Ajayi, confirmed the development in Ilorin, the state capital. And on to news about Seun Kuti being released after 1 week in detention. Seun Kuti, son of Afrobeat legend Fela and Nicola Kuti, has regained freedom after meeting bail conditions on Tuesday. The musician had reported to the Lagos Police Command headquarters after the Inspector General of Police ordered his arrest for assaulting a policeman in Lagos. The development was confirmed by his attorney, Adeyinka Olumide Fushika, SAN, in a telephone interview with Tribune on Tuesday night. The Code of Conduct Bureau, CCB, has called on the newly elected, re-elected and outgoing public officers to declare their assets before being sworn in or leaving office on May 29. Mustafa Musa, the Special Assistant of CCB Chairman, Professor Mohammed Issa, who spoke with the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, yesterday in Abuja, said it is important for elected officers to comply with the provision of the Constitution as it is part of the requirement for occupying or exiting a public office. Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun on Tuesday absolved himself of the blame in the situation that led to the relocation of the $19 billion Dangote refinery from Ogun State to Lagos. Abiodun confirmed that he was chairman of Olokola Free Trade Zone in Ogun West Side local government area of the state during the administration of former Governor Ibikunle Amosun. Said he was not part of the moves that frustrated Dangote out of the state. The governor, in a statement issued by the Chief Press Secretary Kunle Somare on Tuesday, said he should not be blamed for the loss. Punch report that Dangote had initially chosen Ogun State for the site of the refinery, which was inaugurated on Monday in Lagos, but discussion broke down between Ogun State government and the billionaire businessman, leading to the relocation of the project to Lagos. Former British Prime Minister Tony Blair on Tuesday paid a visit to the President-elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu at the Defense House in Abuja. The visit comes 6 days before Tinubu's inauguration as successor to outgoing President Muhammadu Buhari. Tinubu disclosed this in a tweet on his handle. Real Times reports that those who attended the meeting include the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, and Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima. The World Today is reaching you from Royal FM 95.1 Ilorin. You can also listen to us by logging on to our Royal FM online platform on www.royalfm.net. Still to come, news from the foreign scene and sports stories. Please stay with us. And moving on to the foreign scene, the United States has distanced itself from an incursion into Russia, which Moscow says ended in the defeat of armed insurgents who entered into Ukraine. Part of the border region of Belgorod came under attack on Monday in one of the largest cross-border raids since Russia invaded its neighbor last year. Russia later released pictures of abandoned or damaged Western military vehicles, including United States-made Humvee. The United States insisted it did not encourage or enable strikes inside of Russia. And briefly, in the world of sport, Team Nigeria has clinched the first position at the just concluded 2023 Senior, Junior and Cadet African Wrestling Championship, which was held recently in Hammamet in Tunisia. Team Nigeria won 6 gold and 4 silver medals in the senior category, 2 golds in the junior category, and 1 gold in beach wrestling. Olympic silver medalist Blessing Burududu won gold in the 68 kilogram category to emerge 12-time African champion. Please join Adeyemi Adewale in just a moment as he will give more insight and more stories from the world of sport. That's where we draw the curtain on today's edition of The World Today on Royal FM 95.1 Ilorin. It was compiled and edited by Dada Uluwabamshe. For sponsorship details, kindly call our sales and marketing office on 0810 8501 372 or 0810 8501 373. Join us tomorrow for more an exciting package. My name is Omonike Babatunde and I'm wishing you a beautiful day. Good morning.